Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Grant, coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. On Wednesday, October 20th, at Mayat's Chill Zone, Rotan Wholesale and Remy Cointreau hosted the International Craftail Cocktail Competition. Of course, today I am joined by the International Crafted Cocktail Champion himself, the one and only Sid of Aromas, alongside the Assistant Sales Manager at Rotan Wholesale, the one and only Collin Campbell. Of course, it was an exciting evening, and there is much more in store for Sid as he heads to the regional cocktail crafted competition, and we're going to have that conversation with him right now. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, I'd like to say royalty in the house, the one and only, the man Sid, who is the newly announced and crowned International Cocktail Champion. Sid, welcome and
Yes,
congratulations.
thank you so much. It's truly a pleasure being here.
And of course, the one and only Collin, who's no stranger to our platform. Welcome back, Collin.
It's good having me again. Thanks.
All right. Now, as mentioned, on Wednesday, October 20th, at Mayat's Chill Zone, many persons came out in numbers to support the International Cocktail Competition, of course, which would put on by Rotan Wholesale in partnership, of course, with Remy Cointreau. Collin, I want to begin with you as organizer of this event. Can you recap it for us?
Well, where do I start? It was very exciting, I must say. But first, let me just take this time to thank everyone who came out that evening. I want to thank all the participants. I want to thank all the restaurants who actually allow their staff to come out and to take part in this event. This event is going to be happening every year. I can see it happening every year. We have bartenders, mixologists who look forward for this event happening every year. And I'm encouraging all these other locations to sign on, get your bartenders ready, get your mixologists ready, because it's a really exciting platform for them. It was an event that's set up, the staging was set for them to showcase their talent. These are all locations that we go to from time to time. And I think, with the things these guys prepare, like the cocktails that these guys prepared that evening, you left wow. Like the skills that they brought out that evening, it was second to none. And we have that here in the BVI. We have all those talents in the BVI, and I'm encouraging more people to come out next year, support these guys, support the event itself, because it's a great platform to, for more people to come out and showcase their talent.
Wonderful. And of course, the man himself, Sid, you emerged as the winner. I want you to tell us about that evening and your recapping of it, but also for the persons who weren't there, guide us through what the night looked like.
Sure, definitely. It was definitely an amazing night. A lot of prep went into it, a lot of thought based on last year's competition where I missed out, what I could have done better.
Okay.
Based on ideas, concepts that are new when it comes to mixology and bartending. It was really interesting. I also had to take in consideration the competition I had competing with me at this competition. So that, let me just recap.
Sure.
So I also had to consider this year's competition and basically plan my cocktail accordingly. It was interesting, and I'd really like to thank Rotan Wholesale and Remy Cointreau for such an amazing event.
So tell us about your winning entry. What was that like? Your selection?
Sure. So basically, back in India, whenever it's mango season, we do something known as Am Ras. So Am meaning mango and Ras means nectar. So it's basically mango nectar that's eaten with fried puri, which is like a roti that's
Okay.
deep fried, so it's crisp, and it just blends together with my mouth's watering right now. Just blends together with the sweet mango nectar. So that was kind of my inspiration because I grew up eating that and always look forward to it. So based on those lines, I did something very simple. It was a 3-ingredient cocktail, but with different variations and different consistencies when it comes to the same flavors. So what I did was pineapple lemongrass martini,
Okay.
which is fresh pineapples, fresh lemongrass muddled together with a little bit of simple syrup, which was muddled, shaken, strained in a martini glass, and I did a lemon foam, which is basically lime, lemon zest, and a little bit of organic pineapple. And I garnished that with a dehydrated pineapple, and I did some pineapple air as well.
No, that sounds more
Yes.
mouth-watering.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
No, you were in the competition before.
Yes,
And you've
I
returned.
was.
You returned this year again.
Yes.
I want to talk about that aspect and also speak to up-and-coming bartenders and
Sure.
mixologists who are still finding their space.
Right. So last year was my first competition ever. All right. So I think what happens is for bartenders, they kind of doubt themselves at certain point of time. Like, are they good enough? Will they perform well?
True.
How would they do on stage? A lot of people suffer from stage fright.
Of course.
I mean, my hands were shaking. I would say everyone's hands were shaking, and it's good. It's good to be nervous because it brings out your flaws.
And it brings a certain energy to it.
Exactly. So the best part about a competition is you know what you've done and you can improvise, and it's all about practice. It's about building a cocktail. Like, you know, as you start off from bartending, your first cocktail is going to be average, and the 10th time you make that cocktail is going to be phenomenal. So
Agreed.
Yep.
Understood. Collin, this is just the beginning, of course. We see where a number of Virgin Islands based bartenders and mixologists are getting an opportunity to really showcase this platform. We had the local competition. What's next for Sid?
Well, on that point, this is the reason why Rotan Wholesale step in, and want to mold that. We continue to mold that aspect of the industry, preparing bartenders to go abroad. What's next for Sid? Sid and I is going to be getting together within the next few months, and we're going to be going through some different techniques, training based on what is required for the regional competition. So it's like I'm like a coach,
Okay.
and we're going to work in closely together to prepare him for that bigger stage.
All right.
In Barbados, I think the date, we don't have a date set,
Okay.
but we know it's the first week in February.
Understood.
We know there's 9 countries that's competing right now in the region, and yeah, we're gonna be the top one.
All right, sounds good. Now, in the final analysis, a lot of persons you mentioned earlier, these are places and businesses that we all patronize. And Sid,
Yes.
Aroma's, your team at Aroma's threw your celebration party.
Yes, that's
I want to
true.
talk about that camaraderie and the community of persons that really support the local establishments. What was it like for you to experience that support?
Well, it was truly a pleasure. I'd really like to thank each and everyone from the BVI who came in to support me that night and who always come to Aromas to support Sean and the business and everyone who works behind the bar at Aromas. It is truly a pleasure serving each and everyone, especially you guys. When you guys
Yes.
come over, it's even more fun. Like,
Amazing.
we honestly, our team is it's 5 people, and we're like a really close family, and we like to greet all our guests as family.
And we continue to support you, and of course,
Yep.
not only yourself, but we want to wish here at Tweet for Media, wish the other contenders, who of course are from the Virgin Islands community, who did also an exceptional job.
Yes, and Ron, I really want to thank those guys who came out too as well, the other mixologists. We have Casper. We want to thank him for great showmanship. Casper always brings his best. Who represented Casper Punch, just his brand. Ben from the Dove, did an amazing job as well. Tivin from I think Omar Fusion and Omar Naniki restaurant. And then we have Noel, who represented Coconut Lounge. All these guys, as I said, they take it to a different level, and I want to show my appreciation to them as well by saying thank you on behalf of Rotom Wholesale and Rami Cointreau and all the brands that participated. Yeah.
Well, once again, gentlemen, I want to congratulate you first, Collin, on an amazing event, yet another one, and Sid on the success of
Thank you so
emerging
much.
as this year's champion. Throughout the process, feel free. We want to make sure that we're supporting you along this journey, and once you head off to Barbados, you have our full support. So we'll be seeing you again.
Sure, sounds good.
All right, viewers, there you had it. The international crafted cocktail champion himself, Sid, alongside the assistant sales manager at RTW, the one and only Collin Campbell, who really put together a phenomenal event once again. This is an event that we're growing here in the BVI to become accustomed to. Most importantly, continuing to support the bartenders and mixologists here in the territory of the Virgin Islands. Sid will be heading to Barbados for the regional competition, of course, and that will be held in the first week of February, so we're looking forward to great things for him. In the meantime, make sure you stop at Aromas and make sure he gets an opportunity to test out his skills before the regional competition and prepare you the finest of cocktails. I'm Ron Grant. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye-bye.